Hello YouTube. I'm in my very messy shop and I'm going to be doing a quick review. I just finished building the little, they call it a speed bench, mobile workbench by Ryobi. Went together super simple. If you're familiar with the rigid miter saw stand, this has the same functionality. It's perfect. I love this thing. I love the miter saw stand from Rigid. So just from the side, same exact setup. Here's your unlock. It'll slide right out. It rolls backwards for you and just goes right down to lock in place. I'm kind of tight on space right here. Comes down to lock in place. I'm about 265. I jumped right up on top of this thing. Had no issue supporting my weight. It says it'll hold up to 400 pounds. I don't know if that's on the table or if that's just as a dolly. So take that with a grain of salt. It comes with these little half link systems. They're supposed to be mounted right here, so you can put a link, I always call them cubbies, one of these link cubbies on the sides. I did not mount that right off the bat because I have a different thought. And for those of you who have been to my channel before, you know that I try to figure out what hacks I can do as quick as possible with Ryobi stuff. So what I'm going to try to do, see how it works. This mates up perfectly to the bottom of all the link toolboxes. So I'm going to try to mate that here so that I could use this for a dolly for my link system specifically. I do not like the big open bin. I'd much rather be able to take a few of my hidden Ryobi drawer sets there and snap them on the bottom, have those guys there so I can pop them off, take this with me, set it up as a workbench. And the next hack, so Ryobi did a great job of mounting, pre-mounting these nut inserts here, but they don't go through to the top. So there's an insert right here, and it doesn't go all the way through, and that's so that you can take this rail off, mount it on either one of the four sides, and put your link rail on there. So after seeing that, I thought that's pretty interesting that they use those threaded inserts. And when you look at how they mounted the top with these nice little horseshoe saddles, I thought for sure they would have used threaded inserts. So if you pull out your little screws here, you get this guy. This is the saddle, nice hard plastic. But what that would allow you to do is if you want to make different tops for your table. So maybe you don't want to have a full width table. Maybe you want to have something that's separated with a space in the middle. Maybe you want to do a router table insert and you don't want to ruin the table that came with it originally. You could, take a piece of plywood, put in your own threaded inserts, slide them anywhere along the rail, make it as big or as small as you'd like, and that way you can swap out your tabletop. These things, once you break the screws loose, they come out in just a few turns. So that would be another really nice little hack if you want to replace your tabletop, or if you're like me and you're not kind to some of your tools and you end up damaging this tabletop. This is, I'm guessing, just pressed particle board covered with a little piece of laminate there to make it look pretty. Nice little, so this tape measure on the side here is an SAE. The tape measure on this side is metric. It's pretty cool. They give you a scale here for angle finding. So one of the things I'd really like to see or be able to do is maybe mount something on this rail to make this kind of like the Craig track saw table, where I can take the track from the Ryobi track saw and have it permanently mounted where it just will flip down over something I'm cutting and be able to just do some cuts that way. That would be one of the most ideal situations. So I'm going to try to work on something like that if no one else is doing that already. If someone is doing it, shoot me a message because I'd love to get that going for myself. But like I said, just super easy. Really digging this thing. I like it a lot. You know, I use my Ryobi miter stand all the time. This is, like I said, a very similar function, almost built exactly the same way. I love that it works so easily. It's got no problem holding up to weight. One caveat, one thing I was kind of not super in love with, but I understand why they did it. So you've got this little screw, T-screw here you can take out, and when you take that out, the whole platform here just pops right off. So that way, if you're not using it as a dolly, then you don't need this. Take it off, leave it in your truck or in your shop, and it's just not taking up the extra space, adding extra weight. I personally won't be doing that, so I'm probably going to find some, I think they're probably M8 nuts or bolts, sorry, to put in here. But I really want to work on mounting this thing and seeing if I can get it to hold a link toolbox. I think that'll be great. Great for me. I don't know if anyone else is interested in that, but I definitely am. Well, trying to keep this video kind of short, so thanks for watching. Sorry about all the mess and all the moving around and whatnot, but really great tool. You know, it's heavy duty. It went together. You need a ratchet with a 17, 13, and an 8mm, Phillips head screwdriver, and a crescent wrench. I busted out a little wrench instead of a crescent wrench for the 13mm nuts that were kind of trapped way down inside here. It was easier without a crescent wrench. But that's it. It goes together super simple. I think I got it for 200 bucks. I can't remember, at Home Depot. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night. Take care. Talk to you later.